Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Because the subscribe is free. Thanks you. The crypto that isn't, first in best dressed. Zerozed completely sidesteps the miss the boat and FOMO mentality that contributes to volatility and instability. Big blocks work. Staying true to on-chain scaling will always keep both network fees and transaction times as low as economically feasible. Interoperability is key. With cross-chain protocols from atomic swaps to digital securities and tokenization standards, Zerozed will always allow for migration from legacy networks. Built on Bitcoin 0.13. Built to follow the tried and true Bitcoin ABC code base, Zerozed will always remain as secure as the best. The Zerozed algorithm. One of the greatest ethical and logistical challenges humanity has been forced to face is one that has not changed since the dawn of society itself. The fair and even distribution of wealth and power. We live in a world where half of the world's net wealth belongs to 1% of the population. The emergence of cryptocurrency has brought about a rapid disruption across many industries, but none more than finance and economics. Less than 1% of the world's population has acquired any cryptocurrency at all. 80% of Bitcoin's supply has already been mined, with the remaining 20% to take the next 100 years to produce, the bulk of which will be exhausted by 2033. We need an alternative to stablecoins. Zerozed is built on its own proof-of-work backbone using the ASIC-compatible SCRYPT algorithm, which breaks away from the legacy incentive models currently in use by cryptocurrency. Using the diffusion of innovations to model a more sensible inflation schedule, Zerozed aims to bring stability to the wider market via use of atomic swaps with focus on interoperability. Why a radical new design for supply inflation? Legacy incentive models have failed. The core incentive model for cryptocurrency heavily relies on competition and scarcity, much like gold, giving the network and the coin itself intrinsic value. This allows it to be priced based on supply and demand. This old model does not work in the new system, as it centralizes a finite supply within an early and rapid inflation period. This all happens prior to even the early adopters having onboarded. Achieving successful diffusion. The diffusion of innovations describes the process in which new technologies are adopted and diffused across all markets and groups of social networks within society. The process, rate, and stages of the DOI are firmly understood and is applicable across many fields, much like network theory, which also plays a major role in understanding how technology itself evolves over time. There are 5 categories of adopters within the social system, each with their own traits. Innovators, early adopters, early and then late majority, finalized with the laggards. All 5 processes must occur for the technology to attain market saturation. Failed diffusion merely implies 100% adoption was never attained before succumbing to technical obsolescence. The fairest distribution method for currency. Using a diffusion of innovations-based inflation model along with an industry tried and true mining algorithm, Zerozed incorporates cross-chain transactions, such as the atomic swap network on the Komodo, KMD, platform, in order to solve a long-time debated issue surrounding not just volatility but also how to achieve successful diffusion of a currency whilst maintaining the normal distribution and a standard score of 0z. In other words, how do we create a stable cryptocurrency that is, relatively speaking, evenly dispersed between everyone alive once new coins cease production? Mission statement. A socio-economic blueprint for engineering emerging nations. Better ideas must be allowed to emerge through an evolutionary process of creation, mutation, and critical selection. Protect the free exchange of ideas, the freedom to criticize, and the liberty to experiment. Support social orders that foster freedom of communication, action, experimentation, innovation, questioning and learning. Avoid unnecessary hierarchy whilst favoring the rule of math and decentralization of power and responsibility. Support social order characterized by voluntary relationships and exchanges. Goal. Create an easily replaceable software and hardware ecosystem along with a decentralized autonomous organizational structure of which can be used to empower and advance emerging nations seamlessly into the present and beyond, into a future without a centralized state-run governance system required to sustain it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Because the subscribe is free. Thanks you.